Mike's Instant Movie Review, Mafia Mama. Didn't go into this thing with high expectations, but was pleasantly surprised. It's fun, it's funny. Uh, it's Toni Collette. Haven't seen her in a while. She might have been on some TV show I didn't watch, who knows. But Toni Collette, who was kind of a big deal. Was it Muriel's wedding or something that put her on the map? But she's looking good, and she actually produced this thing and starred in it. That's the lesson for all you aspiring actors. If you want to be a movie star, make yourself a movie star. Produce the goddamn thing yourself. In any event, this movie, kind of like an 80s comedy, like a lot of old school, Italian stereotypes. Mostly Italians in this movie. You have the token black friend character actress, you know what I mean? So it feels like something from 1984 at times. But I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, the movie was better than I thought it would be. I didn't have high expectations. I wanted to see Nefarious, but the timing was off. And I got into the theater just as Nicole Kidman was getting us all revved up for it. I had a nice row to myself. I did hear this was a fucking matinee, so there was elderly people telling each other what was going on in the movie, trying to explain the jokes to each other. But I forgave them because I'm a nice guy. But yeah, Toni Collette, it's kind of like one of these deals where you can see some of the stuff going on in this movie, like, okay, and they make open references to stuff like The Godfather and Eat, Pray, Love. They jokingly call that Eat, Pray, Sex, haha, or whatever the fuck. Eat, Pray, Fuck. And so it's kind of like, a middle-aged woman's hold on, there's people coming by. I have to be quiet for a moment. Just give me a moment. It's kind of like a middle-aged woman's fantasy, you know what I mean? Like, okay, her son's off to college, she's just discovered her husband's fucking the guidance counselor at the school's high school. She's really got no point in living now because she's an empty nester. What's she gonna do with the rest of her life? And the answer is she falls into this mafia thing, and suddenly she's a mafioso. Because she gets a call, and another kind of, 90s babe, Monica Bellucci, really still looks good, actually. But at one time, Monica Bellucci was probably the most attractive actress in anywhere. But she's in this thing. She still looks pretty good. That's one thing I'll give credit to people these days, is that people are looking like themselves longer. Like, there's not this early degradation of people's looks. You know what I mean? Like, 60 is the new 40 or whatever the fuck. But Monica Bellucci is kind of the consigliere of this Italian family, the Barbosas, I think. They're over in Italy. Our girl there, Kristen, her name is Kristen in the movie. I thought it would have been funny if they just called the Toni Collette character Karen. Because that's kind of like the evolution of the character. She goes from Karen to badass or whatever the fuck. From Karen to Carla would have been another good title for this movie. But yeah, the movie was good. Of course, in all these, fantasy women movies, whether it's a drama, Waiting to Exhale, whatever, they all have to fuck some younger guy. Women always complain that men want to have sex with younger women, but they do the same thing. So, or they want to. So there's always some, studly Italian guy. Never send your daughter or your wife to Italy because they're going to fuck some guy. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, the movie was good. I enjoyed it. What the fuck you want me to say? It was a movie. I sat there. I watched it. I was most proud of myself that I got to go to my favorite Chinese restaurant across the street from the theater. And then go into the movie, and everything was timed perfectly. I'm putting on this thing called sunblock, you might be familiar with, because it's a sunny day. I don't want to get skin cancer or face cancer or any other type of cancer. I guess I made somewhat of an error. You know, I wanted to beat the traffic getting to my next destination after the movie, so I didn't do Mike's Instant Movie Review right in the parking lot. I waited until I was here, but now there's all these fucking people here. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where, like, you know, I'm really sacrificing to do this review for you guys. Just want you to know that.
Oh no, wait, I didn't see that outpost. No. What you want? Well, it's a car. No way. I've never seen one before. It's just a car. I swear to God, they start flying people over. I want one of those sticks there, like hand over the stick, and it just goes off.
Christ. So, you know, I'm just trying to do my thing, and there's always people around. You know what I mean? Always fucking people. Anyway, the movie's okay. Is it worth watching? Yeah, it's worth watching. Is it the greatest movie of all time? No. But, you know, it's good for a chuckle. So that's it. That's, you know, you can leave a comment. You can leave a query. There was a movie back in the 80s called Married to the Mob. You may or may not remember that. But that was Michelle Pfeiffer, I believe.